to dustin'. Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost. Like, who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose to. Dripping in ice. You looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got this grease on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
This is Collins on the toss. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
They go play action with Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Wentz. Now he'll let it go deep right. And got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time, Wentz to Matthews. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
82, 82. Great.
Wentz now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Gone!
They go play action now. Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Now Sproles. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 74 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Watching that, Barney!
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, 64 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Lefty, lefty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get over there. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And this one is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert
82.
on 3rd and 9.
Run. Here we go. Back. 120. That's it. Let's go. Right.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Here's Collins. And he'll running right through it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Corey Graham brings him down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Collins. Oh, he sheds himself free. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Bannon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now Jackson, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
And you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I like the play action there on 2nd and short, partner. You try and convince those safeties you're going to run for it. Hit them with that play action. Looks like a run. And then try and go over the top. Didn't work, but I like the play call.
They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Matthews has it right side. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Terrell Suggs able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Being chased out left. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 39 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson from the shotgun. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
82.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
81.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
81. Come on.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Trey 15.
On play action, it's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Lion. Great. Run.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Gone! Gone!
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Jackson on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he has got it. From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Watching that, Barney.
They pitch it out to Collins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
On third down, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Sunday! Here we go. Bleeding! Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Hey, stat! Great.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, Wentz goes underneath for Sproles. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Wentz now to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
Now Jackson on second down. Caught right side and sneezed. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Here we go.
On third down, Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They run again with Ajayi. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Left side caught by Matthews. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
Now Wentz on third down. He finds his target. It's Matthews. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Elliott puts this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for Crabtree. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now Jackson on first down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Jackson. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 48 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now a play fake here on first down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And again, it's Collins. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He sets to fire deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll look to throw, and Rich will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safe.
Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at about the 14. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. After the interception, here's Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Throwing now is Jackson. Spinning away. That's complete. It's Collins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up the fourth down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And that'll bring up second down. Jackson to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on. And, boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. Here's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 29 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want.